Hello everyone and welcome back to Vintage Story. In this episode we will concern ourselves with a couple of stuff. One of those will be the trapping of a couple of new animals. I think it's about time we got started on the animal husbandry basically. We will go out to that big plateau that has a lot of goats and sheep and we will set up a small trap for them and we will start corralling them into it. And once we have a breeding pair of what we need, then we will start giving them some food, but I don't really know how I would ever manage to bring the big ones home, so let's just breed them in their natural habitat and then we'll bring the small ones home once we have a breeding pair of those. And speaking of bringing them home, we will also get started on building a new barn. We'll only lay down the general footprint of it. We are not going to get started on the construction because we will be very busy dealing with the actual trapping of the animals. I will have my eyes on a certain breed of animals and I will make my damn best to make sure that we can actually capture a breeding pair of those. And that will basically take up a lot of time, but we will also trap a lot of other animals in the pen. So once we have the breeding pair of the ones I want, then we'll call the other ones and that will give us a lot of meat. So at the very end of the episode we will make a lot of food and that will give us enough meals that will fill up every single piece of our cooking implements basically. So yeah, we have a lot ahead of us. So let's not waste any more time and let's just jump into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. So at the very end of the last episode I did start cutting down some trees because I would like to get started on the next firing of charcoal. First, let's just put away the stuff that we don't need to carry around. So you guys can go back there, the hammer can go there, and the pickaxe can go there. I will pick up this axe because I suspect we might need it because this one is pretty damaged already. And then, right, the clay can go back in the box. That one please. Alright, speaking of the oak, how are we on the soaking? Okay, these guys are done. Give me this one and these, right. You can start soaking in here for now. Off you go. And this one, yeah, this is still weak tannin. We need to soak 5 more logs in there. So give me 5 oak logs, please. And you will need to start soaking right now. Seal. So that freed up the lime water first. Move the lime water over from the back one into this one. That's 48, that's 50, 8 back goes there, good. And start soaking the next batch. So that's 20 days, 24, yeah, do the medium highs next please. So off you go, thank you. And that's it. Right, you can close. Alright, and one more thing. Well, I have changed my mind about the cellar. As I thought about it, there is simply no way to fill up 2 layers of vessels, so I don't think we will go with the decorative vessels in here. We will simply have regular vessels on top, and I will chisel out a small shelving system for them, so basically the middle blocks will be taken up completely by some shelves. And that's not going to be usable shelves, just chiseled shelves that will hold up the vessels. So basically logs will go through here, I will chisel them into a shelf and that's it. So basically I don't think we can even fill up the vessels on top. It's going to be a lot of storage. So don't even bother doubling that one up. And down here I suppose we can have some, I don't know, barrels. If we have to, we can put some more vessels down here and stuff like that, it's fine. Also, before I forget, please give me a full stack of flax grain. I think we can start making some rot. And one of the best way of making rot is turning unwanted grain into flour and then turn that flour into bread dough, and that will rot pretty quickly. But first, I think I will put this decorative vessel in here. It will fit in quite nicely and we can use this one in the cellar. So you go in there and all the rest of this stuff can go back in here. Yeah. Also, we have some rod, so the rod can go there. Thank you. And right now, I think we are done. So you can go here for now. That's fine. Let's scrape this guy. Scrape and scrape. Done. And turn it into a parchment real quick. So, cheers. Thank you. Give me a parchment. I will use it in a second or at some point, not right now. Can I put it on the floor maybe? There. Yes, I can. Good. Okay, so let's really take care of the charcoal firing. Also, might as well start using the lantern again because that's going to be a bit more light for you guys. So, what I had in mind for this episode is maybe we can start capturing some livestock. If you remember, we have plenty of goats and sheep on the other side of the mountain in that big plateau right over in that direction. So I think what we will do is set up a small trap for them. Basically, we will fence off a small area and put a couple of troughs in them. I believe we can use dry grass for them, right? Dry grass. Yeah, there we go. Eaten by sheep, deer, gazelle, goat and moose. So sheep and goat can eat it, that's fine. And we can put it into the large trough, that's great. So we might want to take the site with us as well. Okay, good thing we checked. And then basically we'll put the troughs in the middle and that will attract them and hopefully they will move inside. Just need to make sure that we give them a way in and not a way out. And I think the fences will take care of that. So basically put down a fenced off area, build a small ramp for them to go inside and they should be able to get inside. And maybe have to do it from a couple of sides so, you know, we can make extra sure. But I think they will find their way in, it's fine. Anyways, we are still using the small charcoal kiln, so we only need 4 stacks of wood, I believe. So don't go too overboard. Anyways, after we are done with the animals, I think what we will do is maybe start building a barn for them. Now, I have absolutely no idea how we will bring those guys home. I think the best way of doing that, at least in the current mods that we are using, would be to, well, basically we have no mods for animals whatsoever. So the easiest way of doing this without mods would be to simply maybe let them breed and then capture the babies. You can go there and bring the babies home. So I think that's going to be pretty alright. So let's just do this. Fine. So I think we will let them breed on the other side of the mountain, capture the babies and then bring them home. I think that's going to be fine. There we go. And while we are waiting for them to breed, then we will sort out the barn for them basically. And as it happens, I have managed to cut down exactly 4 stacks of birch. That's great. Okay, once again, I will not use metal axes for putting up the firewood. That's going to be a bit of a waste, so let's just quickly make a flint axe and fill up this charcoal pit, set it alight, and I will be back with you once that's done. Okay, theoretically it should be okay. Right, anything else? Not really. And the axes can go back on the T-Rex, I think. That's going to be fine. We might need to do a bit of landscaping, so I will take the shovel. And we will need to have this site as well. And speaking of the site, I did notice that we are running really low on horsetail poultices, so before we go to bed, let's quickly cut down these cattails. That appears to be all of them. That's great. Okay then, so, well, I will still take this side with us because, as I said, we will need to give them some food. And speaking of food, we will need to have maybe 3 or 4 troughs should be okay. Let me see. I believe it is this way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 3 of them should be fine. There we go. The rest of these can go back on the pile. That's fine. And yeah, let's just go to bed before we start starving, and then we'll sort out the rest in the morning. And good morning. Right, first, give me some poultices. Yeah, that will be plenty good enough. Fine, I will take this last one with us. The rest of these can go in here. Okay, the plant debris are starting spoiling, but not quite there yet. I will take the sticks with us because I suspect we will need them for the fences. And speaking of the fences, we should still have some in here, right? Yeah. I don't think we need any more sticks than this full stack. That's going to be plenty good enough. So you guys can go in there. The cattails can go. You can merge as well. And you. And that's it. Right. First. Don't forget to eat. In fact, you know what? Just in case, I will take 1 bowl of food with us, but I don't think we will need it, but, you know, better safe than sorry. And then we will need to have the dry grass. We will need to have the soil. Though, let me see. Yeah, the torch can go in the inventory. These stones I will throw away. And I think we can go. You guys can close. We still have 2 servings. Yeah, that's fine. Okay then. So first things first. How are we on the grinding here? A little bit over halfway done. That's fine. We will do the rest once we get back home. So, let's see. Is the tunnel safe? It's a bit dark, but as far as I can tell, there is nothing here, so let's see. Good. Thankfully, it was safe. So, let's see what we are dealing with. I would love to get my hands on a couple of bighorn sheep if I can help it. That would be kind of great. So we should have plenty of animals. Uh-oh. Is it a polar bear? Looks like a polar bear. Take care of it now before they start eating the sheep and the goats. Very, very dangerous. Wait. That's... Oh, that's a mountain goat. Okay. That's amazing then. And it's a pretty big one as well. Ah. Actually, I think I would have to have these guys in the barn instead. Also, that appears to be another one. The question is, are they a breeding pair? Also, that's a mountain goat, so... And that guy up there is pretty high up, so I suspect they are climbing 2 tiles high. Tell you what, I will set them up in a way that we will only be able to trap these guys. So since the other one is all the way up there, tells me that they can climb at least 2 tiles high or 2 blocks high. First, dig out a small area for the pen. We will need to have the dirt anyway, so might as well do it this way. And then, I suppose, for 3 troughs... let me see. Let's place down the troughs first. So, I don't want to put the troughs next to the fences, because they will be able to eat through the fences if we put them right up against it, right? I think so. So, let's just put them 1 tile away from the fences. And then that means that we can have the fences this way. Also, that means that we don't want them to get out either. So if they can climb in, then they might be able to climb out. So if we give a place down a couple of fences on the inside, I think that will prevent them from climbing out. So we will need a couple of extra pieces of fencing. So good thing we brought these sticks with us. I believe fences are this way, right? Yes. I suspect we need more than 5, so I will make 10 apparently. That's fine. So there. Okay, can I jump up from here? Yes, I can. Fine. So what I will do... So they should not be able to go in this way, right? Yeah, not even with the step up mod, we cannot go inside, so they will not be able to just simply walk in like this. They will have to be given a small ramp. That also means that the fences on the garden might be a bit easier to deal with, but you know what, it's fine. Don't worry about it right now. So just dig this one out and give them a way in only on one side. Right, so technically speaking, with this one, we can trap all the animals, right? But I only want to trap the mountain goat. So I will add 1 more layer of these. This should be enough. At least I think so. Okay, well, first, give them some food. So, this one is not going in. Crouch, maybe? No. Never mind. Don't put it there. Shift. No. Oh, geez. It's going to be 8 for 1 portion. Let me see. Yeah, okay. 8 for 1 portion, and we can have 8 portions in. 64. Oh, geez. That's a full stack for 1 trough. That's a lot. Well, in that case, let's just get to work. By the way, I always wondered, are we using the site for every swing or every grass cut? So 409, and that is 404, right? So we are using it for every piece of grass cut, not for every swing apparently. Good to know. So even if we are not making full use of a swing, we'll only use what we cut. Never mind. Apparently the big horns can also go inside. Good to know. And... ooh, that is already a breeding population. Very nice. Okay then, so... I will expand it a little bit. I don't know if they just managed to walk over into it, I don't know. Let's do it this way. So, where are the mountain goats? What is their actual name, by the way? Let's just search for goat. At least I suspect they are goats, right? Maybe not. Mountain goat is not this one. Yeah, they're too small. Although the shape is pretty much the same, but the color not quite. Also, where did the other one go? It was walking somewhere this way, right? Well, they are mountain goats, so I suspect they might be up on the mountainside at this point. For now, just give them the food and hopefully they will wander in. And never mind, these guys can also get inside. Good to know. Also, keep our distance from the fences. They can still headbutt us if we are not careful. There you go, enjoy. So, can I please get one of those big guys? I did see one up here. Let's see if we can coax it down. Just very, very carefully. We don't want to scare it so much that it will basically fall to its death. There it is. Can you please, very, very carefully. Also, we have some caves. I think at this point we might want to start marking down caves as well, by the way. Basically what I had in mind is that maybe we can mark them red if they are unexplored, green if they are fully explored, and maybe mark them blue if we find something interesting, for example, a translocator or something. There you go. Perfect. You are going the right way. And it was the one from up here, right? Yes. Okay, hopefully it didn't get hurt too much from the fall. So can you please, exactly, you are walking the right way. Foxes, you leave. So please walk that way. Exactly, good, good, good. We might want to mark down the location of the pen. It is right here. Okay, so the pen is, I don't know, let's go with this one, whatever. So it is the animal pen. Nice bright color and pinned. And speaking of nice bright colors, I think I will change, where is it? This one. Well, this is exactly why I want to change it. I want to change the color because it's super hard to see, so this will help us out a lot. Anyways, where did you go? Ow. Okay, apparently we got super lucky with this one. Wow. Is this sinkhole simply plugged? Let me just take a look. Yep. Okay, don't go down there just yet. Okay, for example, this is a prime opportunity for us to start using that marking. I would like to mark this place as a potential cave system and red because we have not explored it yet. Anyways, that's an ibex. I don't really care about those guys. And apparently we have another one here. Okay, mark this one as well. Red, cave, save. Good. And we are freezing too. Okay, can you please walk that way? Exactly towards the trap. Good. Okay, you can stop now. Maybe try to flee a little bit to the west. Not a lot, just this much. Good. And from that point you should be enticed into the pen, right? Maybe a little bit more help from me should be able to help out. You, I don't really care about the small goats, but this big guy I would like to help out. So can you please flee that way? Not quite. Okay, fine. Maybe this extra high whatever is a bit more of a hindrance, but it's pretty close. But never mind, they have eaten all the grass already. Okay, that's why it's not going inside. Okay, let's get rid of this. Once we have everyone inside, I would like to basically roof over the pen anyways. So, can you please move just a tiny bit that way? Thank you. Don't go too far. Line up with the pen, please. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. And go that way. Boo. Perfect. Okay, we have trapped one of them. Is that a male or a female? It has a horn, so I suspect it's a male. Don't get too close to the fence. Golden Tekin. It was a... and I didn't see. Male. Okay. No, no, no. Please don't get too mad at me. So that's a male. Where is the other one? Please tell me that's a female. That would be amazing. I am not going to go home. I want to hunt down these guys. Also, it's time to eat. Yes, I know we are super cold as well, but this is a golden opportunity for us. Wait. I heard a grunt. The other one was grunting as well, so it must be here somewhere, right? This weather is not helping. I didn't plan on this one taking so long. I would love to start planning the barn at this point, but since we have these guys here, it's a small change of plans basically. Well, if that the one inside the pen is a male, then the female might be attracted to it. We might not need to do too much at this point. If they are in the same herd, then they should be basically trying to stick together, right? That would make sense. As far as I understand the animal behavior in this game, is that herd animals will try to stick together. So fingers crossed maybe? We still only have one inside. Yeah. We do have a breeding population of sheep, but not the big ones. I suspect it must be on top of the mountain at this point. Ooh, if you have to scare it down, that's going to be a pretty dangerous business actually. Okay, that's another cave system we want to mark down. Yeah. Mark this down as a cave system. Okay, be very careful up here. As we have established, we can have polar bears in the area, so we don't want to run into any of those. And no, I don't see the other one anywhere. And I can only see a single one inside the pen. So we are not done yet. I don't know. I will come back to these guys maybe tomorrow. For now, let's just leave them to it and They are safe and sound, relatively speaking. Obviously, some predators can fall inside, but I didn't see any wolves or bears anywhere nearby, so I think for the time being they should be fine. Yeah, let's just go home. It's too late now. We need to eat, need to warm up. We can come back tomorrow. It's fine. And good morning. Okay then, so first, and just take this one out. I suppose we can get started on the next batch of food. Although we still have these guys, but they will last for a very long time. Okay, you know what? I will keep eating this for the time being. For now. You are 13% spoiled, that's fine. Do we have any packed dirt? Yes, we do. Good. Alright, so while we are waiting for daylight, I think I will start planning out the barn. So, what I had in mind for that one is I will continue the wall this way. For now, just use this dirt as placeholder. Right, just quickly clear out the path through these flowers. Yeah, that will do. So, I think I would like to have 2 more terraces after this one. So, if we want to do that, then we will need to have 1 more row of berry bushes here, I think. And then I would like to have 1 row of farm plots. So that's the 3x3. And then we will have 1 path leading to the middle. And then I think maybe 1 more farm plot. Yes. And then 1 more row of berry bushes. And then a wall. So let's just do this. Right. So 1 more wall will go here. And then just make sure it's correct. So berry bush 1, 2, 3 for the farms. A pathway. Then 1, 2, 3 for another set of farms. And then another set of berry bushes. That's great. And then the last and third terrace will be going here. So berry bush, and then farm, walkway, 1, 2, 3 for the farm, and then 1 more berry bush, and 1 more wall goes here. Okay, there is one thing we need to check before we proceed. How far can the beehives reach? You know, we still want to have all the plants pollinated and given the crop yield boost. So, alright, we can check in the mod settings here. So we are using the Oreki Wolf's Simple Immersive Beehive. We have, there we go, beehive radius 35. That is the default. I will not change it, I just wanted to check. That's it. So you can close now. So 35 tiles. Let me see. What is the position of this one? This is the one that is furthest back. So that is... which... that? Okay, that one. 258 negative. Okay, and it's increasing in this direction. So... or, okay, going down, technically speaking. Let me just quickly open up the calculator. So that was 258. And then we want to have 35 tiles. That's 293. Okay. Well, that means that if we continue this way, 293, 293 right here. This is as far as the bees can reach from the furthest beehive back. Ooh, okay. And the gardens will end right here. That's... I couldn't have done it any better than this, basically. Okay then. Well, that's perfect. So, I would love to build the barn right here. So, for that one, I think I will have the barn wall here. And I think I will have maybe a single block high foundation with maybe some cobblestone or something. And then we will use the green walls that we have used for the main house for the barn walls. So a small stone foundation, then regular green walls, and then maybe some wooden roofing or something. Now as for the layout. First, give me some extra packed dirt, please. Yeah, that sounds about right. So maybe 3 walls extra. Might be a little bit too wide. I would love to have big barn doors here, so I am not going to use the small doors that we have been using for so far. We should have doors, big wide doors as well, right? There we go. We have 3 talls, but we should have 2 wide as well. 3 tall. Okay, maybe it's not door, maybe it's a gate. And there we go. 2 by 4. That's a bit much. Can I have... Yeah, there we go. 2 by 2. Yeah, we will use these for the barn doors, basically. And they look kind of fitting as well. Just need 2 more nails and strips. I think we only have 3 left, so don't even bother. But eventually we will make some more nails and strips and we can make these doors to simulate them. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This barn is already a little bit too wide for my liking. Okay. Don't have these walls 3 tiles wide. 2 tiles only will be fine. So do it this way. So 2 extra pieces of walls and then 4 tiles wide big gate leading into the barn. And then this, and then we need to be a bit more landscaping. That's fine. So the 2 extra pieces of wall here, and then this will be the opposite wall of the barn. Right, also how deep do we want to go? Now what I had in mind for this barn is that we will have a small area that we can go into, and then I suppose we can have a fenced-off area beyond this point, because obviously we don't want to open the gate and let the animals out, we want to keep the animals in. So we will have a fence, I suppose, here. Since we have the shovel, might as well use it. So quickly pick these up. And inside the fenced-off area, I don't want to just leave a big empty space. I would like to make it a bit more interesting than that. Let's see. You. Yeah, you will continue this way, that's fine. In here, I think we will have the troughs against the wall, obviously. And I tell you what, I think what we will do is have smaller pens against the wall like this. So we will have 1 feeding trough here and here, obviously, and another one here, so we need to dig a bit deeper. Maybe we can have 3 feeding troughs or smaller pens like this. Let's see, that one, sure. Yeah, 1 more and I think that's it. So this will be the back of the barn. So you can go there. Yeah, there's plenty of space for the animals, I think. Okay, it is... I think it's time to go and take a look at the animals at this point. It is light enough. Just quickly put down the flower that we have accidentally picked up. You guys belong next to the beehives, obviously. Any more? Yes. And that's it. Right, before we go, don't forget to eat, maybe warm up because I don't want to start freezing again. In fact, if we are going to light up the fire, we might as well cook something. So let's just go ahead and cook spelt. One more, please. And then maybe, well, this is already spoiled, that's fine. Give me some carrots and maybe turnips. Sure. Alright, and the crops. At this point, I suspect they are frozen completely. But first, let's make sure that we are not frozen. So you go there. Then the spelt, onions, turnips. Good. This is a vegetable stuff, so should only really need 4 firewood. And off you go. Good. Please warm up. And before we start starving, eat this, please. Thank you. Right. You guys can go in the inventory. It's fine. Lantern, don't starve unnecessarily. And yeah, so are we okay? Not quite yet. But this is done grinding. Okay. Start grinding the next one, I suppose. We don't have chickens, so I don't mind using all the flax for rot. There, and you start grinding the next batch. Good. And that's it. Okay, so technically speaking, we are up to normal body temperatures at this point. I will deal with the flour once we get back home. The flour itself will still last 1.7 years, so yeah, it's fine. Okay, before we go too far from this place, make sure we don't have the other goat in this area. And as far as I can tell, it's not here. Oh, there we go. There's a bighorn maybe, I guess, but I don't see the big guy. Or hopefully it's a big girl, who knows. Well, we will need to give these guys some more food, no matter what. Wait. Did we just get super lucky? No. For a second I thought it was both of them, but no, it's only one of them. Okay, fine. Let's start harvesting some more food and... well... stock up the troughs, basically. By the way, did anyone get pregnant? Ready to mate? Ready to mate? No, they are just ready to mate. Well, Ram, please get busy. Well, I will only give them the food once I have found the other one. But where is it? If I remember correctly, the last time I saw it, it was walking in that direction, but it could have gone in all kinds of ways, basically. It could have went that way or that way, I have no idea. I guess I will just keep looking around the place. Also, we have so many other goats and sheep in the area, but not what I'm looking for. And yeah, this white terrain is not helping a lot, to say the least. There you are, finally. Please tell me you're a female. Okay, yeah, you go that way. And it is a female. That's great. Finally. Okay, go exactly north. That is where the trap is. So please go that way. Once you are inside, I will give you some food. Don't worry. I would have loved to find you a bit earlier than this, but well, better late than never. Okay, stop. Please try to go a bit more west. Yes, that's correct. You can stop now. Stop. I will go behind you and try to scare you into the pen. So, can you please... Yes, exactly. Get down from the fence. No. So close. Yes, so far. Please tell me you... Yeah, finally. Okay. Well. Do we want to bother with the bighorns? Because if I'm completely honest, I love the idea of only having these golden... What's it called? Akin or something? I love the idea of only having these guys in there. Plus, the bighorns are pretty aggressive, but these guys have been, well, they are only have been fleeing, so... Tell you what, yes, I will call the bighorns. Yes, they are ready to meet, but... I think it's better if we do it this way. Yes, exactly. You come towards me, try to attack me. I don't mind. Okay, that's the ram. And now that's it. Okay. So they are only fleeing, so they are not as territorial as the bighorns. So they should be a lot easier to raise, basically, or domesticate. And these guys will give us plenty of meat too. Okay. Well, since you are not aggressive, I will risk going inside. Ooh, that's a lot of meat. Love to see it. Well, they have been eating good, so I'm not surprised that they are... Wow, that's a lot of meat. Yeah, they have been eating good, so I am not surprised that they are good weight. But please be careful, I don't want to hurt you. And... Wow, that's a lot of meat and fat and all that. Good. Okay, so, first things first. Let's make sure these guys are actually safe. So, if I put a single piece of dirt on the edge of the pen, we should be able to jump out, but they should not be able to climb out, basically. So, quickly get on the fence and then delete it. Done. Okay, so they are trapped. Can I get the dirt, please? No, that's fine. It's a single piece of dirt. So, now we need to give them some protection. So, I suppose... Yeah, I think what I will do is basically give them a roof, and that's it. That should be all we need to do. That way, predators should not be able to climb inside. I believe bears can climb fences, right? I think so, so be extra careful. Speaking of fences, yeah, fine. Give me 4 more fences. I shouldn't have dropped the ones back at... Oh, never mind, we had 7. Whatever. We had to make some extra anyways. So, you will go there. You will go there. Little fence. Doesn't look right, but whatever. You can go there and you can go there. Right. And next up, we need to start building some roofing for these guys because otherwise they are in danger basically. So can we please jump on this? There we go. Alright, and we need to leave them some light as well because if we roof them over, then bad guys can definitely spawn in there, which is not great. Okay, I will leave the lantern here. We need to make some more nails and strips anyways, so I will make a new set maybe in the next episode. We are getting a little bit too close to the end of the end by now. For now, just quickly roof them over. Okay, fine. I will leave the lantern here for them. So, you know, drifters and bears and wolves cannot spawn in here. That should be plenty enough. And might as well get started on the breeding as well. So here you go. Have some food. And that one and that one. And there we go. Okay, so theoretically they should be safe, right? Maybe bears or even wolves can maybe swipe into the pen this way, so I don't know. Looks safe enough, right? Yes. Yeah, just maybe give them a bit of extra protection this way. Okay, fine. Fence them in completely. If we have to... well, how do we make the gates again? Gate, wattle gate. Okay, that way. Fine. Make 1 wattle gate. Knife, please, thank you. And I will make 1 wattle gate so, you know, we can open it real quick and feed them, and that will take care of it. I will not make more fences than we absolutely have to. So the gate will go here, so we can just open it, feed them, close it. That's fine. And how many fences do we need exactly? I am so happy that they are not aggressive. That is going to help out a lot. And we are done. So, we have some animals that are supposedly safe, right? They are completely enclosed, they have light, so nobody should be able to spawn inside. Fingers crossed. For now. Let's go home. We will check back on them relatively often. So, you know, once we have some small ones, I will put in some animal traps. Hopefully we can capture them and bring them home. Also, I really should make a better way into this place. Let's just quickly do that. That will make it a little bit easier to get in and out. If we had a torch holder, okay. Speaking of, a torch. Quick, there we go. So if we had a torch holder, that would make it a bit easier to deal with the light, so we can keep the lantern, but whatever. And Poochie is off to his planet again. Okay, quickly go home, heal up, and I think... I mean, I spent a lot of time looking for the female attacking, right? I suppose we can spend a little bit more time in this episode. So first things first. Heal up, go inside. Yeah, just put a little bit of a single piece of firewood on the fire so, you know, we stop freezing. And there we go. And keep healing. Okay, I might as well burn these wattle fans too. Now, as for this red meat, how long will it last down in the cellar? It's super cold now, so it should last a long time. 9 days. Yeah, tell you what, let's cook them now. We have plenty of, whatchamacallit, pots anyways. So, right. I don't think we can combine the crock pots. Plus 2 servings for, yeah, we haven't eaten enough yet to combine them, even if we could, so doesn't matter. The large hides will have to go in here. Thank you. Ooh, that's going to be a lot of leather. Speaking of leather, you guys are good to go. Very nice. Please get scraped. Knife, please. Thank you. No, not in the... whatchamacallit. You will go in this one. And for that one, we need to top up. So, to this place. And that's 2 more. That's fine. You can go there. Is this enough to soak all the large hides? Never mind. This is the mediums. That's enough. And then you... 7 large hides. I suspect it's not going to be enough. So 8. Well, 38. Definitely not enough. But soak as much as we can. So that's going to be... okay, 6 of them. Fine. Soak 6. Off you go. And this is empty now, so... well, are you ready? Yes. Give me the flour and start grinding the chalk stones next. There we go. I don't think we have enough. 14. This is enough for 14 liters, right? It's 1 to 1. Lime water. Yeah, 1 liter, 1 lime, 1 lime water. Fine. I mean, I suppose we can quickly make 14 liters or just 10. It's going to be fine as well. Give me... yeah. 10 liters goes in there. You guys can go back. Give me 10 lime. Give me 10 liters of lime water and start soaking this one as well. Might as well. It's fine. Then quickly take care of the fat. So for now, you come off the fire. You can go on the table. You come out of the cupboard. You can go on the fire. And please give me some rendered fat. 4 of them maybe requires... how much? I have no idea. I think 4 firewood should be enough, right? Yeah, in fact, it is going so fast. I think it will be done maybe with 1 more firewood. In fact, I think we would have been okay with... it's fine. Whatever. So, before we say goodbye, I would like to take care of the cooking real quick. So first, finish up the rendering. And then I will start cooking all that meat and turn it into meals and put them into the crock pots. That is going to be very, very good for the winter. For now, you guys can go in here. Fine, I will keep this one until it rots. Didn't we have more? I only made 1 grinding of... never mind. We have both of them here. So we have... ooh, that's a lot of dough. Well, give me some time on it, please. For now, you can go, you can go, you can go. This bighorn. Let me just check. Is this the biggest one? Overview. Bighorn. Sheep. Yeah, there we go. So the biggest one would be this, so not that. But this is still pretty impressive if I'm completely honest. But how impressive exactly? Looks like this one. Maybe a bit narrower. Maybe it's this one. No. It's this one. Yeah, it's not as big as it could be, but it's still pretty impressive. For now, I might put it on the wall at some point. For now, you can go in the storage. There. Take out a full stack of these. Don't lose satiation by holding the torch in the offhand. And yeah, the grass I will keep. We will have to go back and feed them at some point anyways. Right, and okay, fine. Yeah, let's start cooking. So we want to do portions of 4 every time. That's going to be 7, right? 56. Because 40 plus 8 plus 8, that's 56, right? So that's going to be... Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. I will take it out. Technically speaking, we could take it out right now. Just leave a single one inside, that's fine. Okay, so we need 28 of each vegetables. And yeah, make it out of the same for all of them. So just in case we can combine them, then we can. So that was 28, right? So 28. You know what? Let's just do it this way. 58 and 29. Sorry. 26. Yeah, there we go. 28. Yeah, make it more, a little bit more interesting. Carrots and onions. Sure. So 28. Okay, let's start cooking. I suspect it's going to be a time lapse, so just give me a couple of seconds, please. This will take a while. In the meantime, I think I will start turning the flour into dough. Right. Let's get started on that one as well. Okay, well, that is a lot of flax dough. I will let it all rot because, well, flax is not the best kind of food, so there is simply no reason to cook it. It will be a lot more useful if we let it rot, and then we compost it, and then we can use it in the garden for fertilizer, basically. Anyways, you are done. Good. Okay, so crockpot, in you go. You can go there, take out the next one, and cook the next batch. By the way, how is this grinding going? Halfway done, that's great. You guys are still nowhere near, obviously. We just started on these. Okay, for the time being, you come with us. And you can go, well... You can go on the floor, you can go in the offhand, and you can come with us. Not the best, but at least we can see outside. And done. Finally. Well, as it happens, every single one of our food storage items are completely full. Well, that's amazing. This one is the veggie. I will eat this one first. And then we have every single bowl full of meat stew. We have a full, cooking pot full of meat stew. We have 4 crock pots full of meat stew. And we still have the fish stew as well. So yeah, I don't think we will be going hungry anytime soon. But first, before we say goodbye, I completely forgot about the garden. Yeah, it's all dead now. Well, that's fine. Not a big problem. The problem is that, well, I don't remember if I said it in the start of the episode or not, but the problem was, I think, that, well, I think the way it works is that plants stop growing at around either 0 degrees Celsius or once they drop below their, well, minimum temperatures. So for example, for flax, that's -5, at least one of those. And then I think the reason that we didn't see growth on these is because at some point the temperature did consistently drop below the growth temperatures, but we did see some of them still grow because they were technically speaking close enough to the next stage that once the midday sun was still warm enough, then they managed to just barely go over the edge. But unfortunately, these guys were not close enough, so these guys didn't survive. And by the way, yes, I know some of these are grass. I don't want to mess around, you know, figure out which is which. I will just simply destroy everything at this point. So yeah, I think that is the reason why we didn't see growth on these. I think the bug I have talked about actually only affects plants at the first stage of growth, so stage 1. Once they go beyond that, the plants should be safe, at least as far as I remember from the description of other players. I never really encountered that bug before, so I can only go by what I have heard. So theoretically, these plants should not have been affected by that growth bug, as far as I know. But anyways, let me quickly get rid of these. And in fact, I think I will say goodbye now, and I will do so while I'm doing this as well. So, for now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.